Well, good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Hope you guys doing well. Well, it's been raining this early morning, so I'm gonna go fishing, and so I decided to stay home and maybe make some videos or something, as a pastime. So today we're gonna be doing a introduction to zoology, which is the study of animals, and we're gonna be talking about more. Basically, it's like an overview, a little bit of an overview of the study of zoology. What branches are in zoology and all that stuff, and the characteristics of animals and why it's so important about animals, and what does the Bible say about animals, because this is a kingdom faith channel where we talk about the things what Elohim has created. And I do believe in a creationist point of view where God created animals, and God created all these things for His glory, you know. And so, this is a kingdom version of what they teach in secular colleges and stuff like that. And I'm gonna teach you guys why it is. And so, the first thing we want to elaborate is that what is zoology? Zoology is a branch of biology that studies animals, and there are many branches in zoology, which I'll put it up right now. Um, there are a lot of different branches, certain animal groups, and so there's Entomology, which is the study of insects. Uh, um, Herpetology is the study of reptiles and amphibians. Isotology is the study of fish. Mammalogy is the study of mammals. Ornithology is the study of birds. Uh, Primatology is the study of primates, monkeys and apes. Uh, Macroology, the study of mollusks. Uh, there's studies on arachnology, the study of arachnids like spiders and scorpions. Paleozoology is the study of fossils of animals. Okay, they are biological studies too that contains zoology, like anatomy, physicology, ecology, how it interacts with animals in their environment. Uh, Ethnology, the study of animal behavior. Taxonomy is the study of the classifications and namings of animals. Uh, and all that stuff. There's a lot of jam-packed stuff when it comes to zoology. Um, and there's more to it than this, is that the characteristics of animals. Now we know that yes, God created animals in His image during the creation of time. Animals are a multicellular, uh, autarchic uh, organisms that have sensory organs and nervous systems and reproductive system as well. And why it's so important? Why the importance of zoology? Okay, there's biodiversity conservation. Yes, animals can be extinct by either human activities or the environment that they're living in is corrupt. Uh, Medical and scientific research, there's there's a lot of when you're dealing with venomous animals like the stonefish or the boomslang, you know, there's some scientists are studying um, how the venom of a boomslang work. We know that the boomslang has dangerous a dangerous venom that would basically bleed you out of every hole in your body, basically. If not treated quickly enough. Their environmental impacts, removing forests to make a pocket to make a big building, would collapse of itself. And I'm very big on learning what zoology is all about, and we know through what does the scripture teach us about animals. We know animals were used for sacrifice. We know that God created animals in Genesis chapter 1. We know God gave us laws with between clean animals and unclean animals. And it really is important for us to understand that what God is doing is that God used animals as a form of speech or figure of speech, I should say. We soar like wings like eagles, and it's so crucial that God uses animals as a figure of speech, and it really has been a blessing, God used a sheep to represent us. Because we know for a fact that sheep are dumb animals and they sometimes stubborn to do certain things. But God used that metaphor for us. Because we know for a fact that Jesus Christ is the true shepherd that leads us into life. It's so crucial to really understand these things. Okay, so before we wrap these things up, let's talk about the classification of animals. Uh, we got two major groups. We got the invertebrates and the vertebrates. Invertebrates are animals without a backbone. So, for example, like insects, crustaceans, mollusks, arachnids, etc. These worms. These are invertebrates, and there are specific zoologists who's just focusing on invertebrates. They love studying beetles. They love studying octopuses. They love studying squids and crabs, and they like studying wasps and bees and ants and Some people like to study just arachnids, spiders, scorpions, whipping spiders, and all that. And basically, there's more invertebrates in this world than vertebrates. Because remember, God created everything in 7 days. And there are new species that are discovering every single day. And so it is very, very crucial that we take our time to study these animals. Whenever I going out fishing, I see a lot of insects, bees and wasps and flies and dragonflies and all these things are very, very unique in such a way in how they play a role in the ecosystem. Um, so let's take a look at the invertebrates. Invertebrates are animals with a backbone, such as mammals, reptiles, birds, etc. I've been studying a lot of fish lately, and sometimes I catch a lot of very unique fish that I have never been caught before. I've seen fish literally in the banks of the creek that I'm in, and I see bowfins trying to look for bluegills, and I've seen bass swimming around about. I've seen bluegills swimming back and forth through their natural habitat. Sometimes I see turtles. Sometimes I've seen crawfish. Sometimes I'm seeing all these things, and it's a whole diversity when it comes to its habitat. I've seen bald eagles. I've seen um, osprey. I've seen I heard a lot of barred owls around. Um, I've seen the blue heron. I've seen beavers. There's a whole lot of diversity in that one particular habitat. Sometimes snakes I've seen swimming across a creek, or if I'm walking to my fishing spot, I can see a snake there. It's important for us to really understand the diversity of where we at, and it's a beautiful thing. I get excited when I see a velvet ant that is walking across the field. Um, but yeah, yes, God is the one who created all these things, and it's my job for me to study them and take some pictures and show them what I learned and stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed this small lecture, and yeah, so I'll see you guys again next time, and we're out.